Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jester, and it's time for another 20-cent review. This week, we'll be covering The Fifth Element. The Fifth Element is a 1997 cult classic film starring Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich, Gary Oldman, and Chris Tucker. The premise of the movie is that an ancient evil threatens to destroy Earth, and the only way to stop it is for humanity, in this case Bruce Willis and company, to bring together the four stones which represent the four elements, focused around a fifth element, the Supreme Being, Mila Jovovich's character. Only then can they vanquish the evil and save the planet from annihilation. This movie is an underrated classic. It has everything: comedy, action, and even a love story weaved in amid all the chaos, all wrapped up in a memorable sequence of events. Now to get into the highs and lows of this movie. The high points. The characters in this film are amazing. You have the priest, who is the keeper of knowledge as it pertains to the fifth element and the destiny she will have to fulfill. Gary Oldman, who plays a ruthless businessman named Zorg, who is also after the stones of the four elements and is working for the ancient evil. Chris Tucker as Ruby Rod, whose over-the-top performance steals the show in some spots. And Mila Jovovich as Lilu Dallas, who is both frail as she tries to make sense of the world she's never been in, and a badass as she shows off her fighting prowess against the alien race known as the Mandalorians. Bruce Willis, who is part of the plot by happenstance of Mila's character crashing into his cab.
Any survivors?
Is also badass in his own right, though his prowess is more gunplay than hand-to-hand. There's a scene where the crew of the cruise ship is in a standoff with the Mandalorians. There are talks of negotiations. Bruce Willis enters the room and bang! Shoots the Mandalorian leader dead. Gary Oldman's death is great and rather comedic as he deactivates a bomb he set with seconds to spare, only for another bomb placed by the Mandalorians to activate and detonate, thus killing him.
6, 5.
Oh no.
Some may consider the next bit to be a low point, but I find it hilarious, and that's that we never see the protagonist, Willis, and the antagonist, Oldman, share a scene. They never confront one another in the movie. They even do a comedic bit where Bruce Willis and company enter one elevator for Gary Oldman to come out the other, missing each other by mere seconds. There aren't many low points I can call out in this movie. The story is great, the acting is superb, and the action is epic. If a low point had to be chosen, it would have to be the scene where Bruce Willis tries to steal a kiss from a passed-out Mila Jovovich. It's not only cringy, but dated and eyebrow-raising when it comes to how a main protagonist should act. However, it does result in Mila's character pulling a gun on Bruce Willis. So even as I mark this as a low point, the movie is giving commentary on how acting without consent is absolutely wrong. How it's taking a kiss without consent is nothing that should be glorified through the actions of a main hero. Looking at you, James Bond.
You're right. I shouldn't have done that. What does ectogamete mean?
Never without my permission.
The Fifth Element is a terrific sci-fi adventure, and I would recommend it to anyone, and implore that more people should give this movie a watch. As stated before, this film is terribly underrated. I give The Fifth Element a supreme 8 out of 10 stars.